and good afternoon, and welcome to the Keisha Podcast Show. Before we get started, I would just like to wish all the mothers out there a very lovely and happy Mother's Day. And may you have a wonderful day, and may you enjoy it to the fullest. So this morning we did the conclusion of our first 6 segments of the podcast. And basically what I want to do at this time, I just want to give you an introduction to what you can look forward to on next week. I won't be doing any podcasts on Saturday and Sunday due to Mother's Day, and I am a mother. But I want you to embark with me on this amazing journey of longevity and taking control of your health. Next week, I have some wonderful topics and some amazing things for everyone to look forward to. And we're going to talk about, do you know your numbers? Do you know your numbers? So we're going to go into full detail about that on next week. We're going to have episode 7. Your health is a numbers game. I'm going to introduce episode 8. The 5 numbers that can save your life. Episode 9. We're going to talk about the biggest investment you can ever make is in who? Yourself. That's right. Yourself. The biggest investment you can ever make is in yourself. So that's our first 3 segments coming up next week. Yes. So everybody get ready for some amazing conversation. With yours truly, I am Keisha. And thank you for tuning in to the Keisha Podcast Show. Subscribe. Your support will be greatly appreciated. Share the link with others. I'm going to pause for just a moment. As I explained earlier in my previous podcast, I sit outside when I'm doing my podcast because I just like the atmosphere and the energy that it brings of, it's live. I'm outdoors. I'm able to listen to the sounds of the birds. I'm able to hear the passing of the vehicles and things like that. And what we just heard was an ambulance. In my podcast, and what we're going to discuss next week, do you know your numbers? We're going to discuss why that is important. And how knowing the 5 numbers that can save your life. The 5 numbers that can save your life. If you have any questions between now and Monday, feel free to put it in the comments, or you can email me directly. Remember to write down the 50 things you do daily. We're going to talk about that in our upcoming episodes. I'm still going to give you a little time to continue to work on that. Where we embark, when we embark on a journey, it's about health. It's about wellness. We're going to talk about a series of thought-provoking and inspiring episodes where we explore the many facets of health and wellness, from nutrition to fitness. We're going to have mindful moments where we're going to just meditate and just have those moments where it's going to be about self-care, healthy living, personal growth. These are some of the things that you can look forward to in my upcoming podcast. I'm very excited to share with you knowledgeable things things that's going to help you have a long duration. Everybody, we're all individual. How you choose to live your life, the outcome of your life, those are things that we can have control over. That's one of the reasons why this podcast, my motto, my theme is taking control of your health. It's not always, you don't have to just go by what that report says. Because anything at any point in time in our lives it can absolutely change. You have to be willing to make those changes. Some changes are a little bit harder than others, but guess what? It can be done. I've been in healthcare, like I said in one of my previous podcasts, for a long time. I've seen it all. When COVID was out there, I was going around the state in which I reside in, and I was vaccinating people. I worked different clinics all across this state, trying to get patients that were in nursing homes, living centers, back vaccinated so that they can see their loved ones. And some of the most heartbreaking experiences that I experienced during that time was you go and you vaccinate a patient. They didn't even survive the 28-day window to get that next vaccine. I seen it where patients died without their loved ones even being able to say goodbye, even being able to see them one last time. COVID, I would tell anybody, truth. That is one of the most horrific things that I had ever had to be on the front lines dealing with. But I was out there trying to help save lives so that patients did have that opportunity to see their family. And you had a many that did not make it to that day to be able to do that. So I know the importance of having health. The ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. I know what it was like when patients couldn't get their medication because everything was on lockdown due to COVID. I am trying to help globally people across the globe take back control of their health, shaping the future. Shape, transform, and train. And if there's any way possible that you don't have to be dependent upon medication, then that's always going to be the ultimate goal. But I know that some people have to be reliant upon that medication. But do you take your meds the way you should? That's some of the things that I've learned, the importance about the therapy when it comes down to medications. Are you doing things the right way? When it comes to our health, there are no corners to cut. There are no shortcuts. We're going to live a life of longevity. And that road, that path to get there, it's not easy. But I know that it can be done. So stay tuned. You can re-listen to any one of my podcasts that I've done thus far. They're available. Subscribe. Share the link with others. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to sharing with you all the wonderful things on Monday. Again, to all the mothers out there, you have a happy and very blessed Mother's Day. I am Keisha with the Keisha, the podcast show. Y'all have a great afternoon.